Whenever someone has been oppressed or compromised in some way, and they decide that they want something better for themselves, their soul will pump a ton of energy into them with the intent of getting them up and out above the clouds. You know, I think we've all had that experience where we're just really sick and tired of living below our potential, and we want more. And then we face the challenge of letting that happen. It could be a little tricky. I'd like to give a metaphor that I think can really help us navigate that process efficiently. So let's imagine that this thing in your life is like a thick layer of clouds. Now you're under these clouds, and you just want to get up and see the sky, but the clouds are in the way. Now let's imagine that you're a rocket ship. Your purpose is to get through these clouds. It's what you were designed for. See, the soul's response to that moment when you recognize that you're ready for more is to start pumping you full of energy. It's blast off time. So in these moments, when it's really time for you to move past the delusion, this pain, this nightmare, you're getting pumped full of energy. The dam is breaking, and you are powerful in these moments. Your potential energy is insane. But so often what ends up happening is we get distracted. We blame somebody. We attribute the cloud cover to another human, as if they put it there. Oppressors often pretend they're above the clouds. But in reality, they're on the ground, just as miserable, just as messed up as you are. And what you really end up doing by focusing on them is turning your rocket sideways. And I don't need to tell you that a rocket turned sideways is a missile. Then that energy that is meant to blast you out of the atmosphere to overcome the darkness of this planet, which is substantial. This incredible, life-altering energy gets pointed at another human being, and it can deal some serious damage. Now, this is enough to make us really start fearing this energy. Often we end up trying to suppress it. And then you look out in the world and you see people who are getting sort of cavalier with it and pointing it at each other, and they're just hurting people all the time. But what if we actually used it for what it was intended for? What if we let it carry us up instead of sideways? Now, to do this, we'd have to shift our focus from each other to the heavens. Just imagine for a second that the power with which we have been clubbing each other to death for generations got pointed in the right direction. I want to invite you to do something. The next time you have one of these moments where you're ready to move on and you start to feel this energy building inside of you, don't suppress it. Don't judge it as bad. Let it move you. And just remember, as long as you keep your rocket pointed up, it's going to be all right. Anger is just power that's been pointed in the wrong direction. When it's pointed up, it's faith. Take the ride. Stop focusing and talking about the people you're done with, and claim that future you deserve. I hope to see you and rejoice with you above the clouds.